This is why you don't date single mothers. This next clip is satire, but it's absolutely hilarious. Let's get straight into it. I got a banger from Alpha Central.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
What's going on here?
We hungry. We hungry.
It's a lot of kids. Like, what are they doing here?
What you mean what they doing here? I thought you was gonna feed us. My baby's hungry.
I can't feel it. Hey, well, look, this is the first day. We got to get to know each other before I even get in your kids' life.
Baby, this is a package deal.
Package
my
deal.
kids.
We're not doing this where you bring your kids here to get fed. Like, nah, I ain't even got money for that. And he looked like he can pay for his own meals. 12.
I'm 12.
He is not 12.
He got a
He
full
got a
beard.
beard.
He's 12.
Nah, we're not doing it, all right?
Are you serious?
If you wanted a free meal, you could have texted me that you wanted a free meal. Yeah, I gotta, this ain't, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Hey, brother.
What?
We said we hungry, okay?
I got time for
Hey. You don't want to know what happened to the last dude that stepped out on the bill, all right?
Let him know,
You
Day-Day.
gonna pay for us. We's hungry.
Tell him, Day-Day.
Okay, you know, since it's the first day, I feel like we can make things work, you know what I'm saying? See how it goes, you know what I mean?
Y'all like that, kid?
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on.
All right, let's go.
Make good decisions.
Day-Day got a big back.
Big back.
Boy, there ain't no way.
This is
Hold a
clearly
skirt.
staged.
I mean, that's clearly satire, but I think the funny part about it is there are women out there that really think that guys should pay for their kids before they even know them. Like, I don't even know you, but you want me to pay for your snot-nosed brat that I did not help create? You gotta be out of your freaking gourd, bro.
Be skinny, or you want her to be thick, or you want her to be fat, or you want her,
No, I want a skinny.
so you want her skinny.
Yeah, skinny.
Good luck, little man. Almost every girl nowadays is a big back.
Big back.
Girlfriend.
What do you consider mommy? Do you consider mommy? What is mommy? Am I skinny?
Mama.
Sit back, you ain't gotta go over and hug me and tell me that, James.
He hugged her and was like, "You're fat, Mom."
I know you said I'm pretty, but what do you consider me to be? Am I skinny? Am I fat? What do you consider me?
You are getting fat, but I love you. I'm just saying you are getting a little fat.
Savage.
Okay, so you don't want a girl my size.
What?
I'm just saying.
I love you. I'm just saying
No,
you
baby.
getting a little big or something. You getting like fat. You getting big like that. Yeah.
Hey, at least the kid.
Dude, I love it. Let's do a quick little search here. Percentage of women by race that are overweight. I just want to know. Okay, let's see here. Black women have the highest prevalence of overweight and obesity. Studies indicate that a significant majority, around 82%, are either overweight or obese. Golly. Hispanic women have the second highest prevalence of overweight and obesity. White women have a lower prevalence of overweight and obesity compared to black and Hispanic women, and Asian women have the lowest prevalence of overweight and obesity among these groups. For example, one study showed that 65% of black women were overweight. Good Lord. Compared to 57% of Hispanic women, which is a lot, 43% of white women, and 25% of Asian/Pacific Islander women, according to the CDC. Golly, that's wild. It's really split up by race. It's absolutely wild to me that many women are overweight. But when you think about it, 75% of the U.S. population is overweight.
Big back.
So I mean, it kind of makes sense, right, Chad?
He has me this time.
I know it.
What do you got?
I'm going to do something that women can't do.
Okay. You drink coffee? There are women that drink coffee. Just because I don't drink coffee don't mean there aren't other women that drink coffee.
I love this
Is
train.
it chewing your toothpick? Because I'm betting there's some butch women that chew toothpicks.
Bush women. That's crazy.
Grow beard. I'm in perimenopause. I can grow a beard if I want to.
Let me go ahead and menopause you there. Why can you grow a beard?
I told you, I can do stuff that she can't do.
What are you talking about? You still
You know what
ain't
I'm
done
talking about.
nothing.
We know exactly what you're talking about. Go on, King. Do your thing, King. I love this trend. This is a great trend. I would do it with Cass, but she already knows the trend, so nothing I can't keep from her because she's on TikTok constantly. So
Fool gonna tell me I got an attitude because I want a man that's 40 and up with no kids, and he got all these kids.
wait. But do you have kids? What's so funny to me is these older women want things in men that they themselves do not even possess.
Do got an attitude. You do got an attitude.
No, I don't.
So
Ain't nothing wrong with me wanting a man with no kids so we can have kids.
you want a seasoned man. You want a seasoned man, 40 and up, with no children.
That's right.
Like,
good luck.
That's right.
Good luck
That's
with
right.
finding that because
I will.
You wait
I
till
will.
but you
I
wait.
don't want no
So
man
wait a
with
minute.
a whole bunch of kids
So
already.
sure, you wait till we get on the. So we get to this date. We've been talking for a week
I
on the
don't
phone.
care.
You didn't say nothing about no kids. Nothing
That's
like
why
that.
we're on a date. We're
Okay,
getting to
so
know
we on
each
a date.
other. Now you
So-
know what I want.
Okay, and you recording? You how old? And you recording?
That's right. I'm
How
recording.
old? And you recording?
Because I
me?
want everybody to
You
see
recording me?
that this man calling me, telling me that
you are.
I'm
You
tripping.
You are.
Just
You
because
are. You are.
my standards
You never,
is I
ever-
want
My standards, baby girl. You need to ball those standards up and throw them out the window. When your value's that low, you're not allowed to have high standards.
a man
Yo,
that
the
don't
percentage
have
of,
no kids.
the percentage of you finding a man with no kids, 40 and up, is super low.
No, it's
Good
not.
luck.
Let's see. Let's look at we're looking at percentages today. Percentage of men over 40 without kids. Let's just look it up. Approximately 24% of men in their 40s in the U.S. are childless. So she's looking for 25% of those men. But let's break this further down, right? So let's give her 30% just to make it easy, right? 30%. Half of them she doesn't think they're attractive. So boom, that's 15%. And then let's say half of them are gay. So now you're looking at what, 7.5%? And then let's say 7.5% of those guys, only half of them make over six figures, are in good shape. So now you're looking at what, almost 3.5%, 4%. So you really do whittle it down after a while. So I can see how, it sounds super delusional, because any guy that's like 40 years old probably has started his life or began to start his life, and he probably has kids or he's divorced. Not a lot of guys, I feel like, are in their 40s and childless and have had probably a lot of successful relationships. A lot of people, when they've been that old and they've had successful relationships, they've probably had kids. I don't know, chat. Put a one in the chat if you agree. Do you think men over 40 that have been in relationships probably have kids or not have kids?
Kid, and they were doing against what you just disowned them
until they clean their life up. Yeah.
You're a bad parent. Wow.
Okay, listen.
You're a bad parent because you're not going to promote their degeneracy. Bro, the stories really do write themselves.
Dive into this just a little bit. My daughter calls me up and she's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm still going to be doing but I'm kind of thinking about not doing it." Right? I would say, yes, absolutely, don't do it. In her situation, she's like, no, he would totally be cool with it.
You're saying you would disown your child. You're saying you would be gone, child.
What was the context? The context is until what?
The question was straightforwardly asked. If you found out your daughter had friends, what would you do?
And I said, until she cleaned up, I would not be participating with her or allow her in my life.
You said you would. It's probably easier for
her. Why is that awful?
Because you're not supporting your child anymore.
Yeah, I'm not supporting bad, horrible decisions that they're making.
But you shouldn't disown
I'm making them
them.
face consequences.
A decision doesn't make them as a whole, though.
Yeah, the thing
you all know better.
No.
You literally told me you know for sure what you're doing is bad, and you're just going to do it anyway. And then you're like, Dad, support it. It's crazy.
Are they really shaming?
Bro, this is wild. The justification's crazy. It's like you get to be a degenerate. It's just like if you had a son who was a drug addict and you're going to support his drug habit. No, we're not doing that. Same thing with a girl being a degenerate or, spreading her Chucky cheekage online. We're not supporting that. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer, that sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what? Look at him. He's so cute with his little ears tucked back, waiting for the command. Can we get some FREEs in the chat, poor flavor? So I've had to switch up me saying his name and then the FREE because now he knows when I say his name, then he's expecting to eat immediately after. So just switching it up on him now. Free. There he goes. Just a young dog in his natural habitat. Look at it. Look how prissy he is with his arms crossed. I don't know if it's prissy or regal. I can't tell the difference, bro. He's loving these jerkies though, dude. I don't know who got these jerkies, but shout out to you. They're Wolfley's brand. Anybody knows in the chat, please let me know, but shout out to that person. Sorry, I've been getting a lot of things, so it's hard to keep up. If you guys do send anything, please send like a note or something so I know who it came from. Thanks in advance.
Once again begging straight men on dating apps to describe what they have to offer.
So I have a new car. It's a year old. I play guitar. I'm pretty good at it. I'm starting my own business. My fans bought me an office. I'm doing great on social media. Here's my TikTok. And here's my YouTube. I'm kind of artistic. I have... Bro,
Homad got like 700,000 subscribers now. This man is blown up.
Colored pencils. I lift weights.
There you go.
I know how to cook. I'm starting a life coaching practice because I'm great at emotional communication. And I keep the house pretty clean. Also, a lot of women think that I'm pretty attractive. So the woman I'm looking for doesn't use voice when she's angry.
I love it.
Sounds like he's offering...
He had, you see it order form? Oh, that's good. That was good. I haven't seen that video from Homath.
See a plus size baddie on a dating app?
Plus size and baddie, no. No. The irony in that. Can't be a big back baddie.
Big back.
You swiping right or left?
Left.
Personally, I'm gonna have to swipe left. I don't know. I'm just a really outdoorsy person. I'm a fit person. You know, I play soccer, so I think that's my answer.
You would not date someone plus size?
No. Okay. Let's, dude. I cannot stand this whole plus size. You're fat. Shots fired. Let's just call a spade here. Loki, all the way on your place. Thank you, sir. Let's call a spade. You're not plus size. You're fat, dude. Let's stop normalizing things that shouldn't be normalized. If you're overweight, it's unhealthy. If your elbows have rolls on them, that's unhealthy. If your neck touches your clavicles, that's unhealthy. If you take about 10 to 15 seconds to get up and you're under the age of 30, that's unhealthy. Let's start normalizing that.
I would not, yeah.
Do you think your boys would roast you if you ended up dating a plus size girl?
Yes.
They're gonna roast me.
You can't blame him for wanting someone more.
Yeah, bro, 100%. It's like, man, I bet your lunch bill was expensive there, bro. A big back baddie, no way.
Cross some boundaries. We didn't, as a couple, cross any physically, but between the concerns she already had and some of the things that I said, she decided to essentially test my own convictions. So we're on a car ride home together, and she just looks at me and says, you know, we're already thinking about getting engaged, and we're thinking about getting married, you know, fairly soon. I'm probably okay if we go ahead and sleep together now in light of that. And that's something that we had talked about early on, you know, waiting, saving ourselves for marriage. And so that's the conversation we had.
The only way I would save yourself for marriage is if she was a virgin and you're a virgin. But if not, buddy boy, you better go beat those cheeks now. Go beat the cheeks. Go get a test right on that. Somebody else did.
And she decided to put it into the test, and I failed. And
whoa. He's like, I blew her back out, you know. And it's just what?
Whoa. Dude, run from this. Run from this.
Imagine you blow her back out. She's like, you failed the test. It's over. Oh, you really got me, honey. Wow.
Okay. Just run from this. Because here's the deal. It sounds like you were in a relationship with a very manipulative person.
She's not the right woman for you if she...
Yeah, like, bro, if she's testing you, every guy's going to want to beat the cheeks, bro. It's in our nature to do that. A woman's testing you. The only way you should go through with this is if you're a virgin, she's a virgin, cool, y'all can save yourselves from marriage. But if not, everybody else had a test ride, bro, I'm getting in there.
All married women, by the way.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Entire video is just her with her married girlfriends taking pregnancy tests before they fly back home to their husband. She pinned this comment reading, I'm not sure how people interpreted this as you all hooking up with random men on your trip. How else was this video supposed to be interpreted? The whole thing is just a humiliation ritual for these feminists to put their husbands down because they get off on stuff like that.
He mentioned that there are...
Bro, oh my God, this is why girls don't go on girls' trips. Cass is not allowed to go on girls' trips. Call me crazy, call me controlling, call me whatever you want, but she's not allowed to go on girls' trips.
Please normalize men coming up to women again. I'm so annoyed that the feminist movement and all these like very entitled females now made it like almost basically impossible for a man to never not seem creepy. And I'm just like, here, like, what the heck? If you don't come up to me, I think you're a weak man. And you may not be. You probably aren't, because it'd be impossible for every man to be a weak man, especially at the gym that I go to. But,
the gym that I go to is full of buff dudes.
Damn. The feminists really, really ruined many things. Shame on you, feminists.
She's blaming...
Well, here's the thing. So, there's some good from this clip, so shout out to her. She brought it up. The feminists ruined it. So guess what? Now it's up to the rest of you ladies to correct this behavior. Don't blame the men. Blame the women that ruined it. Men really haven't changed. Women have said to men, don't approach me a certain way. Don't come up to me at the gym. Don't approach me in public. Don't approach me at the bar. Don't approach me don't approach me at a coffee shop. Like, you're like, okay, well, when do we approach you exactly? Like when you walked out of the bathroom? Like when is it appropriate to approach a woman now? Women have just demonized men so much when it comes to approaching them in general that I hate to say this, but it seems like men are a little bit confused. Like, chat, let me know in the comments right now. Do you know the right time to approach a woman? Back in my day, you could walk up to a girl anytime, she shut you down, here's what it is. But back in my day, you knew that if you got that little double take on you, she gave you that little double take, you could go ahead and initiate that conversation, but that's what you look for, is that double take. But the thing is, a lot of guys aren't even getting double takes because all these women think they're too good for the average guy, when in reality, they're mid at best. So the mid women think they're all eligible for the really, really good looking guys, when in reality, the really good looking guys are eligible for all the women. Because if he's good enough for you, he's good enough for a few. Shib and I should have bought a Honda. Put it on a freaking t-shirt. So it's up to the women to hold the other women accountable, because things in the dating market for men hold each other accountable. Men hold the men accountable, women hold the women accountable. It's just like I was watching a clip from Kevin Samuels the other day. He was talking, words, Levi, good Lord.
You stupid.
He was talking to a young girl who was in college. And she said, oh, I was raised to be a stay-at-home mom. I was raised to be a wife. I was raised to do that. He goes, okay. Your parents together? Your parents are together. And he goes, okay, what did your mom teach you about being a wife and a mother? This girl had no answer. She goes, well, my mom taught me that I need to go to college and I need to get a good job and I need to get an education. And he goes, well, your mom taught you how to be a modern woman. Shots fired! She taught you how to be independent. She didn't teach you how to be a wife. She didn't teach you how to be a mother. And this girl had no idea about having to be a wife or a mother. And he was like, well, what value are you bringing to a man? She goes, oh, I can be his confidant. Okay, so he can confide in you? So he can tell you all of his problems? Do you think that's all you need to do to be able to keep a man? Come on.
You stupid.
They were just going back and forth, and she asked Kevin Samuels, she goes, well, what do I need to do to be a wife? What do I need to do to be a mother? He goes, that's for your mom to tell you. Why would I teach you? He goes, think about the tribes in, Africa or something like that. I think that was his example. And he goes, who teaches the women how to grow up and be wives and mothers? Is it the men or the women? Oh, it's the women that do that. Okay. What about when the boys grow up to be men? Is it the men that teach them how to be men? Or is the women that teach the boys how to be men? Oh, it's the men. Okay, so it's up societally and culturally. It's up to the women to raise their daughters to be wives and mothers, and it's up to the men to raise their boys to be men and husbands. We've lost our way. She was looking for advice from Kevin Samuels. He was like, go talk to your mama. Go talk to her. It's not up to me. Why is it a man's job to raise women to be wives? It's not. It's women's jobs. So that's why it's so funny that there's a lot of women out there that aren't prepared to be mothers and wives, and it's because their mothers dropped the ball. Shots fired! They said, go get an education, go get a degree, go be independent. You don't need a man. And now they're living that truth. They're living in that reality, and it's a sad one. Where are all the men? Strong and independent. Why don't men find that attractive? Because you became the men you've always wanted to be. Shots fired! Men aren't attracted to masculine women. I mean, maybe some of you guys are. It's not my bag, baby.
How about no?
It's not my bag. But in general, men are attracted to fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and no kids. That's what we're looking for in women. And it seems like all of those things aren't being taught by the mothers of our generation, so it's being lost. It's like a lost art now to be a wife or to be a mother. How many women do you think out there are being raised up to be traditional right now? I bet it's really, really low. Let's just look at this. Percentage of women in their 20s that are married. Because typically, if you're traditional, you would probably be married in your 20s. Approximately 22% of women in their 20s are married, according to Pew Research Center. This is a significant decrease from previous decades. Only 6% of women marrying by age 21 and 22% by age 25. The median age for first marriage has also risen. The women are now marrying around 28. Now, I think there's a couple things that go into this, right? We live a little bit longer, so you can have kids a little bit later. I mean, like Cass and I are in our 30s and we're having our first child, whereas back in the day, my grandpappy's day, they already had 4 or 5 kids by the time they was 34, because I'm an old fart. And I knew people in high school that started having kids at 18, 19, and other kids in middle school, and I'm like, well, that's crazy. I'll be a freaking old man. I'll be 50 by the time my kid is 16. They'll be like, is that your dad? He's old. That'll be me though. But times are changing, man. But I think if the women of our society start teaching the young girls how to be wives and mothers, it would work out. Because the men they're still teaching men how to be men. Look at the football stars. Look at these guys. They're marrying. They're just not marrying maybe their same race. They're being interracial now. I mean, hell, I'm in an interracial relationship. You want to get stared at, bro? Be in an interracial relationship. There's so many times Cass and I will go to a restaurant and they'll be like, just one? Oh, 2? Like, we came in together. I opened the door for her. We're both wearing rings and we're holding hands, and you're asking if we're separate? Like, are you dumb?
You stupid.
And then we'll get the food, we'll eat, and they'll be like, 2 separate checks? I'm like, bro, we're wearing rings, we're holding hands, we're talking. Like, people just assume we're not together because we're not the same race. It's crazy to me. Or maybe I'm just being dumb. I don't know. But Loki, did you have fun today? Loki, all the way on your place. Thank you, sir. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Peace.